recording, and so is audio, and so is the backup. Oh man, podcast imminent.
Happening.
Yeah, there's no stopping it now. So get ready, everybody. I'm about to push some buttons. It's gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
There's a Mustang car inside the Rice Crinkles.
Oh, no, dear. The Rice Crinkles are inside our Mustang.
But there is a Mustang inside the Rice Crinkles.
Oh, there is a Mustang inside the Rice Crinkles.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
M-S. The morning stream. M-S. The morning stream.
The morning stream. This car smells weird.
Hey, everybody, good morning and welcome to the morning stream. It is Wednesday, February 17th, 2021. Scott Johnson here, Brian Ibbett there.
Here I am. There you are.
Yep.
Here we are.
We're all together. Oh. My mixer had a little thing going. We're all together in this, guys. It's okay. We're in it together. So don't stress about it. I feel like I slept 5 minutes last night. I don't know what my deal was.
Yeah. Well, I know I slept 5 minutes last night. I went to bed relatively early, about 10:30. I'm reading Ready Player 2.
Yeah. How is that so far?
It's more of the same of Ready Player 1. So if you liked Ready Player 1, you'll like Ready Player 2.
Yeah.
But
is every other sentence a reference to the 80s? Is that how that works?
Yeah, and that's my only. I can't even really call it a complaint. That's my only quibble with it. But that's like complaining about. I don't know. It's like complaining about Monty Python because they've got non sequiturs. That's what you're getting.
That's what you're in for, sure. It's like saying, how come Waterworld's got all this water in it? What's that about? That's Ready Player 1 and 2 are all about nostalgia.
Yeah,
and
I think I want Ernest to feel comfortable to just say
the morning.
Whoops.
to say if you leave. Started playing on the turntable, as opposed to "If You Leave," the song that Ducky and Andy fell in love to in Pretty in Pink, started playing on the turntable, just like that movie by John Hughes called Pretty in Pink. It's just rest assured that the people who are buying your book are familiar with a lot of these references, and
you don't have to explain it.
That's right.
It's a little weird.
Dice Tomato, OMD, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. I
don't know why you're saying that.
Are you familiar?
Yeah. That's a band, right?
The second CD I ever owned was the Pretty in Pink soundtrack.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember my first CD. I feel dumb now. Why don't I know that?
Oh, really? My very first CD, because my dad took me to buy a CD player, 1986, 85, 86.
86? Was that? I don't remember when CD players happened in the mainstream.
I don't know when they happened either, but I know I got mine for my birthday in 1986 because it was right before I moved. I had it for about a year before I moved to college.
Okay.
And the first CD, so basically we go to the store and we get the CD player. And then he says, well, pick out a CD, whatever CD you want. I said, let me get Howard Jones' Dream into Action.
Oh,
cool. All right.
Yeah.
So we get it home. We hook it up. I had a regular, stereo with an auxiliary input.
Sure. Aux, as the kids say today. They call it an aux
correct term.
input. Yeah.
So I plugged the CD player into that, hit play, and it just started going, and it was skipping and not playing well. I'm like, oh, crap.
That seems bad.
Says, well, maybe it was the CD. Let's go back to the store, get you another CD, and we'll see if it's different. So we went back and got Pretty in Pink and put that in. It was doing the same thing. And then we looked at the instruction. It said there was a little plastic key you had to turn and remove on the bottom because it locks the laser head, which is on kind of spring bouncy stuff.
Yeah.
Springy bounciness.
Yeah. You
have to unlock that so that it releases it from its springs, and then you can play CDs and they play normal. So I ended up getting 2 CDs for that. And
that's old school, man. Back in the day.
It really was. I know.
So I was looking at the dates. 82 is the first consumer model. There was actually a patent granted in 1970 for what would eventually become the compact disc.
That's amazing. That was that old, because I felt like it was bleeding edge in '86.
I think
Like,
it just was
like,
finally
man.
it's finally mainstream, right? You could go to a store.
I think that was it. Plus
Yeah.
they were starting to be under $200.
Yeah.
Because I think that's probably what kept me from getting one earlier. They were probably like $500 or $600, and
Yeah, and the discs stopped being $35 or $40. Remember that? They were really expensive when they first came out. It was like VHS when they first came out. It was like $90 a tape. And then later, CDs had that same problem. DVDs were like that when they launched.
24, 25. Yeah, I remember paying that much for CDs. But I did like the long boxes. I liked having the extra artwork.
Oh yeah, that stuff's great.
Yeah,
I mean, there was a lot of plastic there, and arguably bad for the
paper,
environment and everything.
'cause
Or paper,
cardboard.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I remember
TVZ Gun, that's exactly where we got it. It was Listen Up in Denver, and my friend Angel Bigelow worked at that Listen Up. They had the CD players, and then they had the Laserdisc players, and yeah, that was a thing.
they had a lager drink. They had a spider.
They had a lager drink, and then a whiskey drink, and then a
cider drink, and then a other drink, and then a drink.
oh, crazy! TVZ Gun worked for Listen Up as well, but the one down in Colorado Springs. Okay, that's crazy that two people I knew independently worked at Listen Up.
Anyone in the chat know Raspberry Records? You ever heard of that? No, nobody.
The Utah thing.
Yeah, it is. I think it was Utah only. It's famous for we'd love to go in there, but it's also famous because apparently one of Ted Bundy's victims who escaped, he got her behind a Raspberry Records.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but she got away. She made it.
That's good. Yeah, I need to watch that what was it? Wickedly Handsome and Horribly Dangerous, or whatever it was. It's like the Netflix documentary about him.
Yeah. There's the one that's.
There's the one that the dramatization or the
I forget.
biopic.
Yeah,
or
and I've
whatever
got the
you
names
call
all mixed up. One's about the tapes, and I think it's called the Bundy tapes. That might be the documentary. And then the Wickedly Handsome, Dirty, Fat Guy, whatever that is. That's the one with Zac Efron looking all sexy the whole time.
That's right. Okay.
And it's not bad. I actually kind of thought that was pretty good. I don't know what the consensus was on that, but I liked it. It was interesting. Anyway, serial killers. They're back, everybody. They're back.
They're back,
They're
everybody.
back. All right. Hey.
One last record store thing.
Yeah.
We used to have a place here. It was called Underground Records, and it was down by the college. It was down by Denver University. And it was run by like 4 Swedish ladies who had like, it was a multi-room
Awesome.
record store, and this place had everything, all these imports and hard to find stuff, and I spent so much money there. The other thing they had were about 12 cats that would lay around all over the store, often in the record bins.
Oh, wow.
So like you'd want to go flip through the R's. There's like a big fat black long-haired cat laying on them, and you'd be like, well, I guess I'll look at F's.
Yeah, you don't move the cat. You have
You
to
don't
wait
move
for
the cat. You just decide to buy something else. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
no
spent
kidding.
so much money at that
That's
place.
really
and
weird.
got bought up
Why?
by,
How do you know it was 4 Swedish ladies? Or what? I'm dying to know the
because I
story.
mean, when you go up to the counter, they talk to you, and it's like, oh, you're buying such and such. Oh, it's very good. Yeah, it's very good. That's the worst Swedish accent, but I really hadn't planned on doing one. I hadn't
It's all right.
workshopped that one.
It was all right. You had a little Skarsgård in there. It's fine.
Oh, Sid Vicious! I didn't know he did solo album. Ooh, that's more like Eastern European is where I'm going.
Getting Russian by the second. But yeah, like, it's just an odd thing to say. There's this record store run by 4 Swedish women and their
4
cats.
Swedish ladies and 12 cats.
Yeah.
Yes. And here's what's funny: when the ladies sold the place
Yeah.
to the new owners, who are still the new owners, and turned it into a twist and shout, which is amazing. The cats stayed. Like the ladies didn't take their cats with them.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know what the deal is with that, but
Maybe they didn't want to go. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the cats were there before the 4 Swedish ladies got there. Maybe the cats ran it the whole time.
Maybe the cats are the owners, and they brought the Swedish ladies in.
That's what I'm saying. You're lucky it wasn't the other way around. They weren't selling you the records, and the ladies were sitting in the R bin. You You never
That's
know.
right, exactly. Right. It's they go home. The Swedish ladies go into a little crate, and then the cats go and count their money and say, "Oh, let's put a few more copies of Milli Vanilli's album out."
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, speaking of serial killers, I got a little dream to tell you about.
Oh, please do.
I actually had it 2 nights ago. Forgot to mention it yesterday. Meant to. But then last night went, I forgot to tell Brian about that dream. I'm going to put it in the notes. Here is what happened. You were in my dream again, Brian. Wait, there's a song. Isn't there a song? What's the song?
I'm sure there's lots of songs that say "You were in my dreams."
Yeah, but a big one. In my dream.
Well, there's what's her face, Debbie Gibson, "Only in My Dreams."
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay. That's sad.
It's more than
Only
sad.
in my dreams.
It's really sad. Yeah, you can only hear that at the mall. You had to go see her at the mall.
Electric Youth, everybody, over there by the big fat yellow tabby. Go pick up a copy.
That's the one. Anyway, so I'm in this dream, and we're detectives, okay, and we've been put on this serial killer case. There's a murderer in this dream called the Mukbang Murderer. Okay.
Okay.
Now, here's the weird thing about it. I don't still, at the end of the stream, still know whether the perpetrator was one of those mukbang video people that eats food on camera and makes a lot of sloppy noise, which is a thing. People like that, I guess. There's a whole Twitch channel dedicated to it. Or if it was somebody who was killing mukbang streamers or
He's
YouTubers.
A murderer of mukbangers, or if he is a mukbanger himself.
Right. This was never clear. It was never made clear to me in the dream. But we were really on the case, man. It was like just hunting down leads and interviewing people, and somebody talked to the doorman, so we're going to go talk to the doorman. Like it was like a montage type dream where we just were, and we were at it in like, I think it's because I'm reading so much Batman right now, comics, and there's so much like detective work going on between him and Commissioner Gordon and other cops on the force and everything, and so there's this back and forth all the time, and those guys are always wearing like trench coats and like hats, and they're looking a little shady or whatever when they're out there doing their cop work. We looked like those guys, and that's basically it. Just me and you hunting down leads for the Mukbang Murderer.
So, but we never found out. So we just knew him by name. So we didn't know why. Oh, I'm bummed because I really want to know why he was called the Mukbang Murderer.
You're not kidding. Like it's really unfortunate.
I'm going to kill you now.
Ew. I kind of hate that.
Yeah. So do the victims, Scott. So do the victims.
Yeah, I don't want some guy jamming like freaking fried octopus in his mouth while he's killing you.
You're going to finish that calamari.
Sounds like that dude from Mindhunter. But yeah, it was it was really weird. And at the end, it was one of those dreams where everything felt normal until I woke up. And then when I woke up, I immediately was like, wait a minute, who are we after? What was the point of that? And then I couldn't get an answer, and then I couldn't sleep again. So I slept I felt like I slept 5 minutes last night. I'm kind of just a freaking wreck. And today, I got to do I got a rehearsal. It's the time's a little floaty, but a rehearsal with the Blizzard people. Boy, that's not a fun day to have 5 minutes of sleep. You got to be on your game. You got to be ready. You
yeah, for sure.
Got to be up. But
what are they going to ask you? Fake questions? I guess you're not doing the Q&A. I mean, you're moderating the Q&A. You're not providing the A's to the Q's. So
no.
But you probably still have to have like a few fake questions to say, oh, that's a really good question. Let's go over to Ian Hazakostas, or again.
You got it. You nailed it.
Did I get it?
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And see what he says.
Yeah. No, it's nothing like that. It's more like they call it rehearsal, but it's really just
like testing the tech.
We're all there together. How's this looking? The guys are switching zoom around. Just that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
So nothing too crazy, but we'll see
You're not
how
using
it
that
goes.
background the way you have it right now, are you?
Oh yeah, this background's totally staying. Look at all that Blizzard shit I got back there. See all that?
You're
Blizzard
not going to
stuff?
change it up?
Yeah. See all that
I'm
Blizzard
just kidding.
stuff? I did. I put a look at all my Blizzard boxes. Look at all that.
Oh, you did. You did change it up.
Yeah,
oh, yeah
I did. I literally changed it up. My stormtrooper's sitting over here looking at my crotch.
But you cover up all of your like I see a Diablo box, but I see the World of Warcraft ginormous Pandaria box. But,
yeah. I mean, it's hard because it's all back there.
You just gotta move around a lot. You gotta
I'm gonna
duck
do
and
this.
weave so they can see all the boxes, Scott.
So, Ian, tell me in patch 9.1, what's the plan for that?
Perfect. There you go. Excellent.
Who
Do
needs-
that all during rehearsal, and things will go fine.
Yeah, who even needs rehearsal? I think I just did it.
That's
That
right.
was fantastic.
That's
All right. Well, we've come to the part of the show where we'd like to involve you there in the live listening audience and try to win some prizes in a little game we call Battle Royale. And to do that, we have to have our old pal Brian Dunaway join the call, which we'll do shortly. And then you guys can call in at 801-471-0462. That's right, 801-471-0462 is the number to call. And Dunaway's not answering. So I don't know why that is, except to say I lied. He did. Hey, everybody, check it out. Battle Royale. Time to play with Brian Dunaway. It's like, hey, Mrs. Dunaway, can Brian come out and play? Can you play, Brian?
Come out and play. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian. Of course I can come out and play.
Oh, good. Well, your mom is sometimes a real jerk about it. We just want to make sure.
Hey.
Look,
Yeah.
I know that you have chores.
But she has Kool-Aid.
She has the purple stuff as well. So let's get that going.
That's also Kool-Aid. Hey, you know what? My mom used to like feeding. Do your mom ever like to feed hummingbirds? Is that something you guys do out there? Or is that just a southern thing?
We
No.
like to feed hummingbirds.
Yeah,
but,
we had that
I don't
growing
think I
up.
ever grew up with there was no feeder outside when I grew up. It wasn't until I moved out on my own that we got a feeder.
We had a feeder, but I think my
I
mom
wasn't
ran it.
born into having a feeder, so when my mom decided she was going to start feeding the hummingbirds, I was like, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess like 6 or 7 or something.
Mhm.
And I've been outside playing all day. I run inside, hit the refrigerator. Yeah, cool. Mom made some red Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
Time to drink it up.
yeah.
That tastes like not Kool-Aid.
Like
It just
bird
tastes
water.
like
Tastes like bird
yeah,
water.
it just
Yeah.
tastes like bird water.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it's sugar and water and food coloring, isn't it?
and it's practically Kool-Aid, but it's something not right.
Yeah,
There's
it's not
something
right.
you gotta have that fruity flavor of the Kool-Aid to make
There's
it good.
not a-
Otherwise, it's sugar
not,
water.
Yeah, it looks like Mega Berry Refresher, but it's not Mega Berry Refresher.
No.
And I can tell you right now, she put a lot of sugar in there. That was like the sugariest water I've ever had in my life.
Oh yeah. 'cause
Doesn't
it's-
it feel like it's the worst thing we could do to animals? Is just give
Yeah.
them all that
Sugar
sugar?
Here you go. Here's you some sugar water.
It really is like it's like if we were into putting a poo outside and hoping the flies come. You know what I mean?
Kind of, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
just-
but as humans, we often try to apply our human appetites and things that don't work for us to other animals. But I
That's
guess
weird that we do that.
hummingbirds,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they
It's
seem
like
to
those
be
people
fine.
that try to make vegetarians out of their cats.
Sure, but as far as I know, there are no like hummingbird shortages. They still exist in
Yeah, it seemed to
great
be
numbers.
fine.
Yeah.
But somebody points out, I wonder if we didn't give them all that sugar, if they wouldn't fly so fast. Like if we put a nice herbal tea in hummingbird feeders, would they just kind of like,
Oh my gosh, that would be
oh,
terrible.
hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
this is so much better.
Yeah.
They're not really made for gliding, so that would be terrible.
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
Yeah. We got to keep them hyped up.
They're not
man.
like
That's
most
the rule.
birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. This has been a fun ornithology. What do you call it with birds?
Ornithology.
Hornithology.
Ornithology.
Ornithological. I guess you would say.
Ornithological discussion
Yeah.
that we've had
Yeah.
here today.
Yeah, there you go.
Our full TED Talk will be on the NPR show later, and check it out. All right. Hey, we got a caller on the line. He's gonna
Did I
play.
put it in my name is the password, or did Scott?
I think you did, because Scott's not logged in yet.
Oh, yeah. What did you? What did you do?
Do people see that? People see that name, don't they? When they,
I hope not.
Right.
Right.
Hold on. Oh, they do see it. You're right.
yeah. So maybe you want to. Could you?
Okay, let me change.
What
change it,
password
change
should
it.
I be
All right, there
using?
you go. No, wait, it's still. Okay, no, that's Scott's. That's Scott's time. Mine
no,
says
Scott did
Scott.
that. Yeah, yours says not Scott. So Scott did that.
I haven't logged in. I'm not logged in.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We'll try it now and see. Maybe it'll.
I don't know what the password is. Where's the password? Is it?
It's right there in the room. It's the name.
Yeah. Of all times to lose the password, here it is right here. It's
Well, I probably still have it on the other.
So
browser.
you know what probably happened is you logged out and then logged back in, and it created two players. So
That's what I'm
let
thinking.
me, man, you know, you guys just want to break this thing, don't you?
I'm in now. I found the browser that had
Answer
the
is
saved
yes.
password.
Okay, but the problem is I wonder if Scott can buzz in now because we've got.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I totally closed it.
Let's do reset players.
Game
There
is
we go.
not accepting players.
There we go. Now try logging in.
All right,
All
here
right.
it comes.
This time I'm going to use
Okay, I'm in.
not the password.
Yes, please.
It saved the password and I got
This
confused.
is the worst.
Yes.
This is seriously the worst. All right, so I'm in. I guess I'm in. Am I in?
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
Okay.
I
player-
see you.
I see
Waiting
player
for,
2.
I'm coming.
Get your ass in there, dude.
I'm working on it.
Freaking
Get
Jesus.
your ass in there. We go.
I'm
Now
testing
I see.
the buzzer.
I see Scott and.
Oh, I
All
didn't hear it.
right, and you want to try buzzing there? All
There
right.
we go. Now we hear
Those
it.
things seem to be working.
Yeah.
Hey, can we get a player maybe?
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
get
know.
a player. We got a player on the line right now. Let's find out who's been holding. This is who is this? Thanks for holding.
Hi, this is Sandy. It's Kaylin in the chat room.
Ah, nice. Sandy,
Oh, hey,
welcome to the
Kaylee.
show. Sandy, I grew up in a little town called Sandy when I was a teenager. Just fun note.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you're nothing
Well,
like
Sandy
that
was
town.
bigger than a little town. I mean, you hear about Sandy, Utah all the time.
Yeah, now these days, but back in the day it was, I don't know, pretty small. But we
Gotcha.
I loved it
Back
there.
in the 1800s. It was
Yeah, the
pretty small.
1800s, 1890, 95, somewhere in there. Anyway, it's good to have you here, Sandy. Let's see if we can win you some prizes. Brian explained to her how she can do that.
Well, it's time to play the Tadpoley Feud. As if you didn't hear us do all that setup. I've surveyed the Tadpool on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers that the Tadpool gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Caller, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. If your team wins, you will win a prize package that includes a bag of Kahawa coffee, courtesy of Kahawa Coffee Roasters. Go check them out online and get their delicious coffee. You'll also get a copy of Minoria on Steam.
Oh.
Are you familiar with Minoria?
No.
Minoria, yeah.
No.
Minoria Report?
Minoria.
Minoria.
It's Minoria or something like that,
Yeah,
right? Yes,
exactly.
we did it. I think I did. Didn't I do that one for the Boop Show? At one
Oh,
point in
you
time?
know
Was
what?
that-
That's why it's familiar. You absolutely did. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a total side scroller. This is pretty.
Yeah. It's like a
Like
Yeah,
a
you're
shinobi
witches.
sword fighting.
I would.
this is cool.
It's kind of Metroidvania. It's cool. It's a very cool game. I knew this sounded familiar, and yes, Brian did cover it once, and it's in my. I have it. I own it, but I've never played it. But anyway, it looks good. It's reviewed well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I played Momodora.
Oh,
Momodora.
I think you've played this
Momodora.
too,
That's the reason
though.
why it looks. Maybe I played this one too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the game. All right, that's it. That's what you're winning.
Yeah.
Let's give you guys the topic. And you know what? I'm actually going. Once I give you the topic, I'm going to do things a little different. I'm going to let Sandy play with one of you guys throughout the whole thing.
Oh, all right.
Oh no, that's how we do this. Never mind. It's the other one that we were changing to let the player play with you guys the whole time. Hello, I'm Brian, and I'm brand new to this. Apparently, your category is name things in an Airbnb. No, put your hands on your buzzers and tell me which Pokemon would you want to own as a pet. Scott.
Okay.
God.
I would like to own Pikachu as a pet.
Duh.
Show me Pikachu.
How can I not be the number one?
Number one.
All right, number one.
Yeah.
No way you can beat that answer. All right, Sandy, you get the choice now. You can either play with Scott or Brian as a team. Who would you like to? Whose team would you like to be on?
I'll go with Scott.
Should go with me.
With Scott. Okay.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Well, Scott, you've got possession. Do you want to play? I guess there's no player pass anymore again because we made
just,
this
yeah,
a
we just go,
three-strike
we go until
situation.
It buzzes, yeah.
So confused by my own games.
Well, we've made tweaks to it, so it's fine.
It has. It's evolved so much. All right.
all
So,
right.
Scott, name another Pokemon people the Tadpool would like to own as a pet.
Well, Sandy, I would feel pretty good about oh geez, now my brain's gone dead. Everyone likes that.
That was the reason why I was so slow to hit. 'Cause I was like, I know three.
Everybody likes that Eevee thing creature.
The Eevee thing.
Yeah, what's it called? Is it just called Eevee? I guess it is. The one that's
Yeah, the base form's just called Eevee.
yeah. Let's do that, Eevee.
All right. Show me Eevee.
Number 2.
Oh,
That is
nice.
My guess is that's the order of sales that one Switch game had. Like they sold
Yeah, the
a
Let's
little bit
Go,
more.
Let's
the
Go
Let's Go
Pikachu,
series.
Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah.
Even though I bought Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah.
That's the one I wanted.
I think I got. I got Pikachu because I'm a mainstream weenie. All right.
Mainstream
so
weenie.
stays with us. Sandy, how do you feel about Bulbasaur?
Nice.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice.
Okay, let's go Bulbasaur.
All right. Show me Bulbasaur.
Oh,
Number 8 on the list.
Wow.
lower
Yeah,
than I'd like.
lower down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to wonder why people want these as pets, right?
Yeah.
Like, all right, what made them choose Pikachu? Like, if the power goes out, you could just plug your light switch lights into him, or what, or Eevee because of the evolutions. I don't know.
Right. Plus, he sounds like Deadpool,
Yeah, a
so
little
I'm down
bit.
with that.
Yeah. You're down with
That's
any
right.
that sound like Deadpool. Okay, let's say. Sandy, help
That
me.
sound
What's
like
give me a name? My brain's gone dead.
Charizard.
Charizard, good one.
Charizard. All right.
We need some
Show
fire.
me Charizard.
Okay.
Number 5.
Man, he'd
Number
make a
5.
mess.
It would. See, that's one I wouldn't want because I figure it'd just be torching everything all over the house.
Right.
So if I'd want one that looks like that little thing in Fifth Element on what's his name's desk, and I think it's called. It reminds me of a Snorlax. I think is the name.
That is the name. That is
Okay.
the name.
Let's try a Snorlax and see.
All right. Show me like a very different size than the one on Zorn's desk.
Yeah.
Show me a Snorlax.
Oh,
Now, see, Snorlax is my spirit animal, so I can totally
Yeah.
down with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? You
But
just like
they're massive. They wouldn't fit on Zorn's desk. Zorn's desk would fit on him.
yeah. But his gun would hit it easily because it's got that.
Not 1 or 2 or 3, but 4. Where are my 4 guns? For 4 elements.
All right.
This is 5. that he's looking for.
Yeah,
But he says it like that. What does he do? Does he count all the way up to 4 and then say not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but 5?
Oh, that's
Where are
it,
my
that's
5
it.
elements?
Yeah, you got it. That's it. That's how he did it.
Yeah.
Sandy, do you have another one that springs to mind?
I would go Mewtwo.
Mewtwo, good one.
Mewtwo.
Oh,
Very
nice.
good one.
Mewtwo.
All right. Show me Mewtwo.
Oh, really? I am shocked by that.
People said
Wow.
Mewtwo, but it did not rank high enough on the list to.
Are you sure they didn't say me too? Sure that wasn't?
They said me too.
Hashtag me too. All right, so let's now you now Brian. Now
Now
you.
it's Brian's turn. Brian,
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
name a Pokemon that you would want to own as a pet, or that the tadpole would want to.
Right, I gotten too comfortable. I don't see the one that people actually have pets of, and that's a Squirtle. I mean,
Squirtle.
he's kind of a pet.
Listen, when the pipes freeze, it's nice to have a Squirtle.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Show me Squirtle.
Oh,
Number
4.
3 on
Three.
the list.
Yeah. Why is that one yellow? That's weird.
Because
because Dunaway got it.
Brian
Because
got
I got it, Scott.
Gotcha.
Why is that? That's insulting.
I
He's
didn't
like,
realize.
I haven't seen yellow yet. Why is that one yellow? Oh, because you suck.
Yeah. All right, still your turn.
Oh, is it still my turn?
Yeah.
Still your
I'm
turn.
gonna-
You can
I'm gonna
until
go
you get this
with-
right.
I'm gonna go with. It's called Ninetales, right? Isn't that the name of that foxy-looking thing with the 9 tails?
I don't know.
I'm not telling
I
you.
think it's called Ninetales. Ninetales. I'm going Ninetales.
I literally have no
Show-
idea.
Show me Ninetales.
Oh.
Okay.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Okay.
There is a Ninetales. Yes.
Yeah. That's so cute. Look at it. It's got
I
9
think,
tails.
I think maybe 1 or 2 people said Ninetales.
So
Oh,
I was,
you don't like
I was
mine?
going through my head like where I've seen some Pokemon recently, and the most recently I've seen them is in like Smash Brothers, and Sandy, the pink ball one with the ears. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
The one that sings?
Maybe. You fight with him in Smash Brothers, but he's like a. Oh. I had it. It came past my brain and then ran the other direction. Hold on.
Jigglypuff?
Jigglypuff. Yes, that's what I was trying to
Ooh,
think of.
Jigglypuff. That's a good one.
Jigglypuff.
That's a good one. All right, show me Jigglypuff.
Oh, everybody wants to
That's
Jigglypuff.
what everybody wants a Jigglypuff.
That's so low down the list. I don't like that.
It is. Yeah, but you still have control.
Okay. Do I, though?
Barely. There are 3 answers still on the board. The 6th, 7th, and 9th.
And
most
I'm pretty
popular.
sure mathematically I don't have a chance because 48
No.
and 32.
Yeah.
No chance.
We might need to somehow tweak this game even further
Right.
to figure it out, but I don't know. Maybe it's the number of answers you get.
Or
I don't know.
what if you did change it to go back and forth?
Maybe
which-
weighted.
Yeah,
Right.
You could do it weighted.
If
if
top 3 weighted like for 2 points and
Sure.
second 3 with 1 point or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't hear a word Scott said. Scott sounded like he had a suggestion.
I was
but
going to say
talked
if you
over
went the
whole
other,
time.
if you
I
went,
don't care about Scott's
Shut up.
suggestions.
Shut
They're
up.
stupid.
shut up. If you went backward, if you went back and forth with questions, it would end up just being like a normal Babble Royale.
It would just be Babble Royale. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. All right.
Yeah, I think maybe the number of answers you guys get right, but you're still mathematically eliminated.
Thanks for that.
Oh, magic,
no problem.
magic. I want to do a Magikarp. Sandy, you all right with a
that's nice.
Magikarp?
That's fine by me.
Okay, I like a little sideways fish. I'm into it.
The little flippy floppy fishy. Show me Magikarp.
Damn it!
Oh, nobody
kidding
wants
me?
to put a Magikarp in a fish tank. It just
Two
floats.
people on the survey did say Magikarp, but not enough to make it on
Well,
the
they were
on the
right.
thing.
Those people, they were right.
Yeah. All right, back to you, Brian. You've got control.
Well, I mean, I can imagine there's got to be at least some bird fans out there. How about a big old nice Pidgey? How would that do? Would that
Oh,
be?
sure. Pidgey.
Too common.
Why not?
I'm not.
Show me Pidgey.
Yeah, it's too common. Nobody wants that bird. They're
Yeah,
everywhere.
It's everywhere. Like you could, it's what your pet eats.
Yeah.
Is Pidgeys.
All right. Wallace Shawn. Just kidding. He's not a Pokemon. Well, Sandy, I don't have any in my head. Do you have any others that jump out at you?
Do you think maybe Mr. Mime?
Oh, Mr. Mime might work. Is it Mr. Mime? It is Mr. Mime, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad at these names. Yeah, we'll say that. Mr.
All
Mime.
right. Let's say Mr. Mime. Show me Mr. Mime.
Damn it!
Nobody ever wants Mr. Mime.
Nobody wants Mr. Mime?
It's the Pokemon you can't get rid of once he gets in your house.
Does he do
He
like
just
mimes?
won't leave. He's still sitting there doing miming things.
So that is what he is, right? He's a little mimer
That's what
guy.
he is.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right, Brian. You can win the game. Just kidding. But let's see if we've got 3 more answers. Let's see how you do.
Tyranitar.
Oh, Tyranitar. Such a great meta Pokemon to have for so many different raids. Show me Tyranitar.
Nope.
Oh.
Too weird. Too out there, man.
You out there. No, pretty much
Well,
everybody's
other
stuck
has been
within
working.
everyone's stuck in Gen 1, which is great.
Oh.
Show me number 6.
Charmander.
Yeah, so Charmander. So we had Charizard,
Oh,
but people wanted
Charmander.
the base level. Speaking of base levels, you were so close, Brian. Number 7.
Vulpix.
Oh,
That's what
Vulpix.
turns
That's-
into a Ninetales.
Yeah, that's my dirty. That's
Oh,
my
I
rated
almost
X.
asked.
That's my
it
rated
was got
my
to be
rated
an
X porn streaming service. I'm going to start called Vulpix. It's called
Vulpix.
Yeah, you don't want to know what we focus on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I can guess
Volp?
just from that name.
Yeah, I'm just not going to say. We're going to keep it a surprise. Is what I'm saying.
Volvos is what you're going to focus on. The
Yeah,
cars, the Swedish automobile.
That's the one.
Show me number 9.
Oh,
Tiger Dog, Growlithe. Growlithe and Arcanine both came in on the list, but Growlithe made it into the top 10. Yeah, people had surprising how many people like Meowth, Mew, Rapidash, Alakazam, Articuno. It's funny that nobody picked like I would pick Aerodactyl because great, you've got a pet that you can ride, you can fly around on this thing.
Oh,
as
that's a
opposed
good
to-
point.
Yeah,
You
just
can.
having
You
to
can.
How
fight
long
it.
does the tadpole have to think about these? They have like infinite amount of time to
They have
think about
infinite
it.
amount of time. Yeah, they go to the survey. They can sit there, and a couple people even Googled and said, "I had to look up the name of this one."
Oh,
They actually
good.
put that in their answer. A few people said, things like Dennis or
I don't know why I was thinking it's like the Real Family Feud. I feel like the Real Family Feud, I always had this impression that they had people with clipboards out in the street somewhere asking people on the
Yeah.
spot.
Did they ever
Right.
do
Like
that? How did they? Did they ever explain
My
how they
guess
got their
is that
surveys?
they, my guess is that they asked people as they came in for the in-studio audience. Right.
what I would
Like
guess.
basically, when you came in, you filled out a survey that they used for a later episode, or for later episodes, and
That makes
And I always
sense.
keep that in mind when I'm watching Family Feud, and that's the reason why I say things that come quick to the mind, but not necessarily are a good answer. But here, that wouldn't apply. So that theory is totally blown out. I got to stop using that.
Well,
That's the reason why I said Pidgey, because I'd be like, some people would be like, I don't know, Pidgey? I don't know.
yeah, that does seem like a thing on the street somebody would answer. But I
Right.
think Brian's right. They probably just had the audience do it, and then they'd sandbag ahead of time, so they had plenty of them at the ready. But they never explained it. They just said survey says, and so yeah, I'm like you. In my head, I'm like, there's a guy at the mall with a clipboard. Don't talk to me. I'm going to the freaking software, etc. I don't want to talk to you.
Can I ask you a really weird question?
Yeah. Can I ask you the strangest thing ever? What's your favorite potato?
With sexual undertones? Can I?
Can I kiss you? Because I'm Richard, whatever his name is. Anyway, well, there you go. That means one thing and one thing only, and this is what it means.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
It means that Sandy has won. She deserved it, and we had clearly the most points. That means that these prizes are yours. All you got to do is email Brian, coverville@gmail.com. He will hook you up with both your digital prize and your physical coffee prize. Congratulations.
Awesome,
How do you
thank
feel? How do you feel about your big win?
I feel really great. It's the first time I ever called in, so I'm happy.
I'm really
Yay,
happy to have you
good
call
deal.
in. Thank you for being here. It's Sandy, everyone. Have a great week. All right. As if we're going to see her next week. I don't know.
have a great week, or however long it is until we talk to you again.
Yes, she seemed very nice. Brian Dunaway, you also
Scott
seem
Jensen.
very nice. What was I going to
thank
say
you.
about you? Oh, we did a Boop show last night and had a great time. If you haven't heard it, you'll wanna. So go get it wherever you get your podcasts, or check out the YouTube archive of the thing, or you can just find all those details and information and direct subscription information over at frogpants.com/BOOP, and tune in this weekend when he'll join us again for our little 4-man. Oh no, it's not this weekend. We're not doing this weekend.
No.
Yeah, BlizzCon line has messed all that up. So no film sack this weekend, but the following week after that, we will. And I don't know what we're doing, but we'll look forward to that.
Where I'm going to play some Valheim.
Is it Valheim or Heim?
I just like saying it Heim, even though I'm sure it's Valheim.
I think it's Valheim, but yeah, Valheim is fun to say.
Yeah.
How have you played that yet, or is this going to be your first crack into it?
I have not played it yet, but there are some friends that I have that have set up servers, and I'm going to hop on all of them and give them a try.
Oh, private
I ain't
servers. I didn't
afraid.
realize. I didn't know they were doing that private server thing. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. And Scott's, he's doing the whole single player thing. I heard that's what he wants to do.
That's what I want to try. I want to see if that game can, because I can't schedule around everyone else's schedule. I can never do that very well. So if it's fun solo, I'm going to give it a shot. But that thing is like selling like freaking, they're printing money over there. Like, I don't know why that game is so popular.
Over 2 million copies already or something like that?
Yeah,
Just a
yeah.
couple of
They
weeks?
recouped
Yeah.
their dev costs in like a day. And
Yeah.
no one saw it coming. It wasn't like highly anticipated. It was just this thing out of nowhere. And it's like killing it on the Steam charts. So anyway, I must know what's happening.
I must know, but first we must know how bad did Kim scare you when you were playing
Really
Little
bad.
Nightmares?
Really bad.
Was it?
A little
Have
pee
you
came
recovered?
out. Yeah, a little pee came out.
Yeah.
Yep. I had to.
Well,
Yeah,
Little
I'm bummed
P2.
that nobody had that Twitch clip. I saw other Twitch clips. That's the one I really wanted to see.
No, it's there. Someone did. I don't know who had
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Somebody
JK
captured
grabbed
it,
it, right?
Yeah, JK
Yeah.
Grammer I think grabbed it, and it's her coming up and goosing me from behind while I'm in the
I
middle of
love it. It's so great.
repeatedly trying to kill those doll kids with the freaking ladle. Brian, you didn't warn me about this,
Oh my
Dunaway.
God, they're so hard to kill.
They're so hard to kill. They have this weird timing, and
Yeah.
it's also dark as hell when you do kill them. Oh, it's so weird. That game is up my bum.
I love it.
It's really,
Ibit,
really.
you gotta
something.
play.
Yeah, you should play.
I
Brian.
do want to. Yeah, I'm still loving Phoenix Rising.
Fine.
I've got to complete it. I've got to visit complete every side quest and
Yep. Get everyone
all
done.
that stuff.
Got to clean it up.
can
Brian
respect
Dunaway,
that.
have a great day and suck a butt.
Oh
I know.
no.
Oh no. All right.
Oh no.
A reminder that you don't want to leave the show today early because later in the show today we have the Canadian accent special TMS mashup.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh gosh!
Yeah.
All right.
So stick
I'll
around.
just, if I could think of a way to apologize ahead of time for that, if it was a word I could think of to use to apologize, I'd say it, but I can't.
I know I can't think of it either. It's just not coming to me. But when it does, you'll know. That's later today on the show. For now, this.
Good morning, everybody. In the news this morning, good morning.
All right, let's do some news brought to you by.
Between the Boop Show last night and Core tomorrow night, it's just about all the games coverage to make your week feel right. Get both shows and more at frogpants.com.
Yeah, go check it out. Thursday's Core should be interesting. And there'll be some bonus coverage of BlizzCon Online with, Friday's opening ceremonies. We're going to do a co-stream with me, Garrett, Kyle Ferguson, and Jocelyn Moffat will all be
very
on
cool.
there. Yeah,
Jeez.
Very much looking forward to that.
The Dream Team.
The Dream Team. We don't even know what that looks like yet, so we're not even sure what it's going to be, but we're just going to be there. All right, so we're going to be there and see what happens. All right. Hey, look at this. There's a story about another Florida guy. I didn't realize how many of the recent stories are Florida stuff. I don't try to get these.
God, I know. Is it just Florida's like all of a sudden a little more active, spiked up?
I don't know. It feels like we were getting a lot of that in the past, but now suddenly it's just like overwhelming. But here's a story that'll warm your hearts. Right around it's now past Valentine's Day, but we're close enough. Man steals a ring from one Florida girlfriend to propose to his other girlfriend, according to deputies.
Jeez. This is like one of those sitcoms where they're on a date and they have to go back and forth in the restaurant between two tables.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Volusia County. Volusia? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
County.
Volusia. Yeah.
Is there a paper there? Did you ever go there?
There might be a paper there. I don't know. I don't. There wasn't a paper called the Volusia County something that I know of, but one of the cities that I went to may have been in Volusia County.
Gotcha.
I feel like I've been all over Florida, probably like 6 or 7 different newspapers.
You've been up and down America's Wang repeatedly, is what you're saying.
Fort Lauderdale, yeah.
Up and down.
Oh, Daytona. Wang. Then I have been. Yeah, then I've definitely been there because the Daytona Daily News, Daytona Daily News. That's what sounds familiar. Maybe that's it.
Daytona. Anyway. You guys know that song? Remember that from the Daytona arcade game?
No. Is that a song, or is it just something that it says as soon as you play that game?
No, it's like
there's a whole song.
Yeah, I gotta play it now. I'm sorry, you guys.
Daytona,
I have to play it.
California.
No, not like that.
Yeah.
Arcade song. Here it is. All right, I'm gonna play it, and then you're gonna love it. Here we go. It's called "Let's Go Away" is the name of the song. And whenever that game just started its sort of demo before you put a quarter in, it would play this. So here you go. It's so bad.
I already hate it. Let's go away.
Yeah, let's go away.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's
okay.
So bad.
That's performed by a band that I'm guessing the lyrics are not in their native language. Just a guess.
Feels like it, yeah. It's a little like let's play Pac-Man. It's like that guy.
Right.
Where is he?
You're giving your best effort.
Oh, here he is.
Activate Pac-Man.
Activate Pac-Man.
Let's play Pac-Man.
All right. All right. So this guy, he stole this ring, see, and it was for the one girl, but he got it from another girlfriend. They're looking for this man who gave this ring to the other lady. The love triangle began to unravel earlier this year when an Orange City woman. They don't mean that she's from the city and that she's orange.
Orange City woman. She might be.
It's not a descriptive
the fake
word.
tan.
Yeah, she could be. Yeah, we don't want to judge. I don't know. Maybe she is orange. But anyway, she realized her boyfriend was engaged to another woman who lives in Orlando. The Orange City girlfriend looked through the finances Facebook page and saw that she was wearing her wedding band, an engagement ring from a prior marriage. In Orange, keep calling her the Orange City woman, checked her jewelry box and discovered her old wedding rings were missing, along with several other pieces of jewelry and a diamond ring which belonged to her grandmother. Deputies said in all it was about $6,270 worth of jewelry that was stolen. from the Orange City Girlfriend.
Orange City Girlfriend.
They can't stop singing
That
it.
sounds like a song.
It does. It sounds like the worst song.
You're my Orange City Girlfriend.
Who sings it? Who's the band?
The band is Jimmy Buffett, of course.
Oh, perfect. Why not? I can hear it on the Vegas Strip already when I go past his place.
Drinking coconut drinks with my Orange City Girlfriend.
Wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Sitting on the beach.
My hairy chest out. It's great.
I don't think I'll go to work today. I'll just stay home with my Orange City Girlfriend.
All right, so this lady confronted her boyfriend about the thefts and began communicating with the fiance so she'd get her stuff back.
How did she find this person?
She it just says Facebook, but I assume that there's more to it than that. I mean, maybe she found him through, I don't know. They don't say.
Interesting. Okay.
The man told the woman his name was Marcus Brown or Joe Brown, but really his name was Joseph L. Davis. Well, that's not Brown at all.
No.
A convicted felon who's wanted on a hit-and-run charge out of Oregon. Jeez Louise, this guy.
Wow. A winner.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they figured it out now. It's better now than later. Anyway, that's
and
a
they've
mess.
become best friends.
Yep. And now they have their own sitcom. All right, let's move on to this story.
It does. It actually does feel like a sitcom premise.
A little bit, yeah. Or a bad movie I don't want to see, you know.
Oh, yes. Katherine Heigl and
yeah.
Who'd be the other woman? Kristen Bell.
There you go.
And then the dude would be played by Ashton Kutcher.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, good.
We've
and
done
it's
it.
Called,
We've
and it's called Orange City Girlfriend.
Orange City Girlfriend. Coming direct to streaming this summer. Yeah. Speaking of which, speaking of Katherine Heigl, my wife's really into that new Netflix show that she's on.
I don't know what that is. There's a new Netflix show featuring Katherine Heigl.
Her and the girl from Scrubs. Can't think of her name either now.
Sarah Chalke?
Yes. I don't know. Is it Sarah Chalke?
I don't know. Well, there were multiple women on Scrubs.
There were many women on Scrubs. She was the main one though. She had a boy's
okay, yeah.
name.
She was the right. She wasn't the wife of his
right.
boss,
The
but,
girlfriend of what's his name's on and off.
Yeah, Sarah Chalke.
Right. Okay, that's her.
The replacement Becky.
Yes, she's the blonde doctor, says the chat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, that's that show is just already Crush City for me because I had a thing for both Katherine Heigl and Sarah Chalke.
Oh,
if you tell me that Zooey Deschanel appears in this thing, Scott, I will just explode.
Just her bangs. That's all. Just her bangs.
Lester Bangs.
Just her bangs.
I know.
Lester Bangs is in it.
Lester Bangs. Firefly Lane is what this thing is called.
Yeah, my wife loves it. It's like in their top 10, so clearly other people love it. I find it to be, well, it is exactly what you probably think it is. It's these two women who are now in their 40s trying to deal with all the things that are about being in your 40s, but they jump back in time to when they're teenagers, played by different actresses, and they grew up in the 70s. The modern day stuff is set in the early 2000s, like 03 or something, so it's not even set now.
Okay.
It's set like 18 years ago. But
so I Googled it, and the third thing that comes up is a review from Kristen Hanna's website.
Yeah.
She says, Firefly Lane is for anyone who ever drank Boone's Farm apple wine while listening to ABBA or Fleetwood Mac.
That's kind of it.
That's all I needed to know.
Yeah, that's kind of it. It's she really likes it. It's not really my jam, but I know why she likes it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's probably not for me though.
It looks a little Gossip Girl, Gilmore Girls, or just plain girls.
A little bit. It's more like I don't know how to describe it. It's weird.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Kinda. It's a chick series.
Yeah.
Just,
Dice Tomato says it's very Lifetime series. There you go.
I don't know if that's fair. This is higher brow than that, but it's not. It's a better production than that would ever be. But it's still pretty.
Okay.
I don't know. They're just made. This could be a movie. This is a 2-hour movie stretched out into a series. That's what it is.
God. Oh, yeah, I don't think I could do it. No matter how much I crush on Sarah Chalke and Katherine Heigl, I don't think I can do it. I'll just go watch Knocked Up and
yeah, there you go.
And Rick and Morty, and I'll get my Sarah Chalke and Katherine Heigl.
They got a fake vajayjay in that Knocked Up. Remember that? Do you remember that scene?
No, I don't actually. How can I not remember that scene?
Oh, to me it's vivid. They're in the room, the birthing room there, and you got your what's his name? Can't think of his name.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen's in there, and she's given the birth and stuff, and they do for whatever reason they thought it'd be funny to do a close up shot of her birthing space, and it's a little faker thing. It's like a little. Little split open thing with a baby head popping out of it. You don't remember this? I remember being shocked by it.
I don't know why I don't remember this. It's like,
yeah, I remember being shocked.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I do remember from that movie, and there are things in that movie that I think are from the 40-Year-Old Virgin that I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, or some other Apatow thing. Like, what Apatow movies am I mixing up? Probably,
right, exactly. Yeah, there's like, does it take place in a Best Buy? Am I thinking of the right movie? No, is it? Yeah.
Chat room saying that they don't remember this. I'm 100% sure it happened, but maybe it was a unrated cut or something.
Direct, like, yeah, right.
We got some DVD copy or something. I didn't like that movie.
TMS Mashups remembers it.
Oh well, he remembers all.
Maybe
vaginas.
It was
all vaginas. He remembers. What was I going to say about something you just said? Because I thought it was there was a good point there. You said
40-Year-Old Virgin, Steve Carell.
No, it was before that.
Katherine Heigl.
No.
Firefly Lane.
Oh, I know what it was. Chat. Sorry, it was the chat who said it, and I was thinking it was you for some reason. So chat asked if I'd seen this Virgin River if Kim had. Yes, she loves that also. It's like that.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain these things. They're just these.
Yeah.
They're soapy.
Is it like Emily in Paris?
Maybe. I don't remember that. Was that a thing?
That's a thing, yeah. That's another new Netflix series that looks like something that Tina liked it. I don't think I'm watching it.
Yeah, it's not my jam. But I understand. I'm not. No judgment. You like what you like.
Yeah. If you like it, exactly. More for you. If you like that, good.
Then you should eat. It's all you can eat. Have all you want. That's the streaming world we live in. We also live in a world where we're going to take a quick break and play a song, and then we're going to bring Tom in, and we got Nicole. We're going to have all kinds of fun. So stick around after this song that you brought.
I brought this. This is really cool. So back in November, artist named Decker, Dekker, spelled like Desmond Decker, or Dokken, if you like those two Ks together.
Yeah.
Back in November, he released an album called Slow Reveal. And he's re-releasing it with a bunch of extra bonus tracks. So it's getting a little bit more attention again, and as it should, because it's really good. This is one of the first singles he released from the album back in November. Never played it on Indie in the Middle, so we're doing it now. It is called The Love. Here is Decker.
Mother, too, changes from her daytime clothes. The women of this family seem to feel that they owe it to the men of the family to look relaxed, rested, and attractive at dinner time.
The next key to success: get rid of all your ugly friends.
This is the morning stream. It puts the lotion in the basket.
Back, everybody. We're back. This was legit, by the way. This wasn't a joke.
The next key to success:
this guy.
Get rid of all your ugly friends.
It's from an actual self-help seminar.
Jeez.
And then he went on to explain. There's a little context where he's like, well, now what I mean by that is not so much physical ugliness, although he didn't rule it out, but more of their attitudes and their. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. Freaking, I'm going to record you and put you on a show with no context. Take that. All right, we're gonna get all Ace Detect up in this joint.
Cool, sounds good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is Tom Merritt. I can confirm this. He is here as he is every Wednesday to talk about the tech stories of the day. Tom, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What hat is this? I like this hat. What hat are we wearing?
Oh, thank you. This is my morning stream hat. No, it's a dragon's hat. Go Dragons.
Yay, Dragons.
Is this from FSL?
No, although it could have been. It is prior to season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Hey, do you...
Oh, yeah, I think I saw the Lannisters wearing one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're into the Red Keep, you wear the red hat.
That's right, exactly. There's somebody wearing it at the Red Wedding, as a matter of fact.
That's right.
I hear this is the Red Wedding. I've got my red hat.
Yeah, I've got my Red Wedding pennant.
Do you have a thought? Do you think we'll ever see that? I know it's an old thing to ask now. We've been asking it since like the early aughts, but do you think we'll ever get the book 6? Is that ever going to happen?
Oh, no.
No.
You don't think so? I think we are, because they said he's been writing over quarantine.
He did say he made a lot more progress this past year than he's made in a lot of years. I don't know what that means. Listen,
I think it's more likely he comes out with his next album, Chinese Democracy, and Duke Nukem Forever before he comes out with book 6.
Yeah.
I lose nothing by expecting it to never come out, except I do add surprise and delight if it ever does.
Yeah.
So I'm done. It's never coming. And if George R. R. Martin wants to surprise me by finishing it and show me who's boss, well, go for it, George.
Yeah.
I'm behind you.
This is the
way.
This is the right attitude. I like this. I'm gonna do this. I'm adopting that attitude about this book. And all things that are in like limbo right now. I'm just gonna say
for everything.
Oh yeah, you want to
I'm never getting lunch. Never.
Yeah.
What? Lunch? Amazing.
And then suddenly it'll be like, whoa, are those potato chips with this sandwich?
I never expected that.
I'm so excited. All right. Well, I'm excited also to hear about technology, and Tom scours the world for that stuff in the mornings for Daily Tech News Show. What's happening today?
Yes, indeed. Well, one of the things, there's a lot happening, of course, there always is, but one of the things is YouTube announced a bunch of stuff. Tell me if any of this surprises and delights you.
Okay.
YouTube Shorts coming to the United States in March.
Don't know what that is. Sounds like short films.
What sizes is it going to be offered in?
Yeah, not YouTube Briefs, YouTube Shorts.
Okay.
It is a TikTok-like feature, 15-second videos, and it's on mobile, so you get tools for adding music and editing clips together. It's got 3.5 billion views in India, mostly because India is blocking TikTok. So TikTok has taken a bit of a hit there, to the point that TikTok's actually looking to try to sell its Indian arm, because India doesn't look to be relenting on that anytime soon. But YouTube's like, let's bring it to the US. So what I want to know from you two is, on a scale from Facebook Lasso, which is no longer with us, to Instagram Reels, where do you think YouTube Shorts is going to fall?
This is a really interesting question.
I mean, can't you already make a YouTube video short?
I mean,
it's
you
just
can.
going to be
You
all
can.
going to be a different delivery of it, right?
I will not prevent you from having your moment of Schadenfreude, but you do get it. You do make it easier with this. Like this makes it easier.
Okay.
It's like designed like TikTok is. It's designed like to make it easy to make a 15-second
and
TikTok
probably
video,
because you get the editing tools, like you said.
get the music library, you get the editing tools. All
so
that.
it really is
Effects
them.
and-
It's all right.
Yeah. Now that knowing that that's their plan is just this is mostly about a delivery mechanism so that it's easy for people to do. It's the same thing that Reels did. My big question is how much market share do they capture? But then I realize even if they just get a micro chunk of what's potential for, like the amount of people that use TikTok, if they just get a piece of that, that represents a huge amount of exposure and money. Like TikTok is killing it. There's a reason everyone's doing these. There's a reason like companies like this do this. So it's easy for me to get cynical and go, come up with your own ideas or whatever. But honestly, like this is a trend that they can't afford probably not to do something with, right? Like
I agree. I don't think this will be as much of a failure as Lasso. YouTube does have a bit of a better track record. I mean, for every YouTube gaming, there's another feature that they've added that stuck around and worked. But I do feel like this strikes me more as YouTube gaming, which is like, let's do Twitch. And then they realize, oh, we could just do gaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
We don't need to have a whole separate effort. I feel like maybe the tools for this stick around as a perk for creators, but the magic of TikTok is in the algorithm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And while YouTube is famous for an algorithm, it's famous for its algorithm radicalizing you into an extremist, whereas TikTok is famous for its algorithm making you happy and enjoy puppies and skateboards.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Like in a lot of ways, that's absolutely true. So I think you're probably right. They'll make a lot of hullabaloo about it in the initial stages of it, and then people will use it to a certain extent, and then it will just kind of become part of the YouTube tool set for like shorter form video.
Right. Yeah.
Because their bread and butters and meat and potato, their thing is still not long form, but whatever. Just go and watch video on demand on YouTube in the area you want to watch it in, like whatever you're looking for, that's what you go get. Like they already have what they are, and to try to force square peg into a round hole a little bit with a whole new way of using YouTube is a little screwy. And I think that's true of Reels also. Like Reels just annoy me. I look at those on Instagram and I just go, well, that just feels like a fifth tire on your car. Like it's weird to me. Now I know people are using it and it's happening. And again, even if they get a percentage, they have to do it. That's what you do with these trends. I get it. But I can't use Reels because Reels just feel like, well, first of all, most of the Reels I see are reposted TikTok videos with TikTok logos on it. So that's kind of annoying.
Oh, lest we forget fleets. Fleets have not gone away.
Fleets.
Yeah, fleets have really killed it, man. What a huge popular thing that is.
Interestingly, it took me 15 seconds to remember the term fleets.
Well, irony.
Whoa, you could have done a YouTube. What are they called? What's the name?
YouTube Shorts.
Short. You
could have made a YouTube Shorts
short.
of you remembering fleets.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then done a fleet.
15 seconds of me going. It's rhymes with tweets. Oh, fleets.
Yeah, right. Every once in a while, I'll run the Twitter app and see up top, see them, and go, oh yeah, right, that's a thing people do. And our good pal Patrick likes to use it. But of the four, let's see, how many people do I follow? Of the however many I follow, 1,400 people or something. There it is. So 1,171 people I follow. Somehow today there are only 4 fleets from everybody. So
yes, because only the most quality
right.
content.
There's a big curating process.
Yes, exactly.
So Wayne, if they announced that, what else did they do? Because it sounds like there's more going on at YouTube than just shorts.
I guess the thing that could make YouTube Shorts a little more than the parsley on the meat and potatoes of YouTube is India. The fact that India doesn't have TikTok. I mean, India may unblock TikTok at some point. It doesn't look like that happening anytime soon. So the driving of it in India may keep them developing it, which would keep it around in the United States and other markets, which who knows, that might drive it into evolving into something unique and different.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with that. Good luck, YouTube.
Unique and different. Those are 2 different things.
Yeah, those are unique and different from each other.
Yeah.
Those 2 words. All right, cool. And they had other stuff to announce as well, or
a few other things. YouTube TV's getting 4K streaming for some of its content,
nice.
Offline viewing for some of your recordings, and unlimited concurrent streams at home.
Oh,
so no limit on your home streaming as long as you're all on the same network, and it can tell that. It'll let you have as many streams going as you want. YouTube Kids is going to get the ability to add individual channels and videos that aren't in YouTube Kids. So if you're a parent and you're like, well, it's okay for them to watch this gaming channel even though it's not in Kids, you can approve it. You can say like, go ahead and let that into my kids YouTube Kids account.
I'm all about that parental stuff like that. That's cool.
Parental control. Yeah. And then a bunch of e-commerce stuff. They have a beta thing right now where you can do some in-video buying of beauty and electronics. They're going to expand that. There's something called applause tipping. Sounds like a very Twitch type thing where you buy hands clapping and they show up on the video, for a little bit of money. The creator gets a cut. Right. New playlist discovery features on YouTube Music, and YouTube VR getting improved accessibility, search, and navigation.
Interesting. So YouTube, they're back.
And now in POG form.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah,
YouTube poggers.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. All right, well, that's fascinating news. More great stuff like this is always on the Daily Tech News Show every single day, except for Saturdays and Sundays. But that's when Tom
Saturday and Sunday.
That's when Tom goes into hibernation and his brain recharges, and then he comes back and blows our minds again for the next following week. So that's how that works. He's a robot man. Hey, Tom, anything else going on right now that you're doing that people might be interested in?
Oh, sure. I love talking to folks over the email, the electronic mail. I'm old-fashioned like that. I like our forefathers. I talk on the email. And so I've got an email newsletter. Every week I send out an email talking about some of my thoughts, some of the things that I've done, mostly like, here's what I was doing this week. If you're interested, here's what I'm planning on doing. And you can respond to that email, and I will likely respond back, unless there's just really nothing to respond to. But yeah, freetomnewsletter.com is the place where you get it.
That sounds amazing. And yeah, Dice Mayo, thanks for a reminder. Today's Nintendo Direct Day. We'll see if they do anything that makes the tech news. We never know from Nintendo. Maybe they'll announce something big. Maybe they won't.
Maybe they won't.
Tom, have a fantastic day. We'll see you later.
All right. They're going to announce a new Pokemon called Dennis.
Dennis the Pokemon. What's
Everyone
his power?
will want to have one.
What is he based, Brian? Is he
He's latte based.
Oh,
he has so
fantastic.
basically he's
just what I want.
He has a weakness to paper towels, but he's double strong against sleepiness.
Oh, that's fantastic. This is good news, everybody. 3rd gen or whatever. What generation are we on right now?
Gen 7 just came out in Pokemon Go, but I think the actual game is up to like 9 or 10 or
oh my lord,
like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right,
it's a lot.
Well,
it's a lot.
On that note, there is a lot of talk of what's coming from this Nintendo. There's something I heard today. What was the rumor? Oh, that they're going to finally show off that Breath of the Wild sequel, which I'm very excited about. Hey, look who it is. It's Nicole Spag. Oh, hi. Did we what?
Hi. Did you have a Mario party for the release of 3D Mario World?
No,
like
but
I saw yours. That looked cool with your mask and everything. That was great.
I love
All right, let me just give you behind the scenes of what parenting's really like here.
Okay.
It was great at first, but eventually evolved to me yelling.
Wow.
At the kids.
Wow. Like when it's like when you play Call of Duty back in the day. We'd play Call of Duty and Nicole by the end would be yelling at us. That's how it worked.
Playing 3D Mario World with a 5-year-old, not the best idea because the 5-year-old just wants to run ahead while we're all behind.
Yep.
And we're like, stop, Ava, stop.
Yeah, I always forget that game's got like even 4-player support because I only played it ever solo and I had it on the Wii U, and now again I'm playing it solo on my Switch, and I just never think of it as a multiplayer game. But that must be aggravating to have.
Oh my god!
People not working together on that thing.
And then Mateo's Ava, and I'm like, I'm done, and I walk away.
That's the end of that. Well, more of a Mario
that's
pity
behind
party.
that picture, even though the picture looks cute.
Well,
it's all misery and sadness and crying and cupcakes.
There's always a story. There's always a story. I still think it's cool that you do that stuff, though. That you go all out for that stuff is awesome, though. I love that.
Yeah.
Even when
I don't know if
south.
they'll remember that or me yelling. We'll see when they get to therapy.
Yeah. When that all comes out in 20 years, it'll be great. Hey, look at this, guys. It's recommendals time. We talk about stuff we've seen on streaming services, and man, Brian and I are stacked today. We both have two each, so
I have one.
4 total, and then Nicole's 1, so 5 today. Man, oh man. Let's
Gotta
get to yours.
through these.
Yeah, let's get yours first, Brian. Do you have a setup for number 1 here?
I'm hoping. I don't think either of you guys recommended this, although it feels like it might have been something you'd recommend. Came out last year, so it's been around for a while, and I'm hoping. I did a search through the recommendals Twitter and didn't see it, so I'm hoping that that's the case.
All right, well here it is. Check
It's
it out.
okay.
Here's a clip.
Yeah.
The Democratic Party is going to end up nominating Hubert Humphrey next month in Chicago. And when it comes to the war, when it comes to social justice, there is simply not enough of a difference between Hubert Humphrey and Richard Nixon to make a difference. And so we're going to Chicago. Young people, by busloads, will go to Chicago to show our solidarity and our disgust, but most importantly,
to get laid by someone you just met.
I know what this is.
536,000 of us sent to a country not one of these bumper sticker patriots in Washington could find on a map with a motherfucking map.
We're going to Chicago. Anyone who stays in the park, sings Woody Guthrie, they're going to be fine. But the cops going to be a half inch from losing their fucking minds because Daly's going to wind them up to make sure of it.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
We're going to Chicago peacefully. We're going peacefully. But if we're met there with violence, you better believe that we're going to meet that violence with
nonviolence.
That's that, Sacha Baron Cohen thing.
So that's
Chicago,
that is the trial of the Chicago 7.
That's it.
Oh, I was going to say 6. I left off one. It must have been Sacha Baron Cohen.
Could have been the Chicago 8, according to part of this part of the movie. This is so good. It's Aaron Sorkin, came out in September, and you heard Eddie Redmayne, the first voice you heard. Then, as you know, you did hear Sacha Baron Cohen, Jeremy Strong, who plays the most business savvy brother on Succession, almost unrecognizable with a big bushy beard.
Oh, weird.
You've also got Mark Rylance, who is fantastic, John Carroll Lynch, Frank Langella, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I mean, it is an all-star cast, and it talks about the 1968 Democratic National Convention, where was the site of this big protest, and it kind of incited into a riot. And yes, this movie came out in September of last year.
Oh man, did it really?
Well,
Wow.
I read that they pushed this out fast because they wanted to get ahead of the election. Like there was they released it early.
Oh, they wanted to make get the political crowd going.
Yeah.
It makes sense because this absolutely feels like there's so many weird tie-ins to the 2020 election, but it talks about these 7 people who were kind of plucked out of the crowd as inciting this riot, and you kind of find out through the way it's told. The majority of the film takes place in court, but then you kind of get these flashbacks and these stories as they get unfolded in the trial. It's so good. It's so well done, and I had no idea until we started watching it how many of these people, how many people were in it. I'm like, oh my God, that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Had no idea, didn't know going into it all the big cast. It's great. It's on Netflix, The Trial of the Chicago 7. It's got, you kind of heard that in the beginning where it's cutting from different people speaking and connecting it. It's got kind of that The Big Short kind of feel to it in places.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Where it's humor with the intent of setting things up.
Because they talk to the camera too, right?
No, not at all.
Do they talk to the? Oh, they don't break the wall.
They don't break the fourth wall. But no, it's but it is really, really good.
Does anyone wear a Borat onesie? Does that happen at all?
Sacha Baron Cohen plays Abby Hoffman.
Yeah.
And no, at no time does he wear a Borat onesie, sadly.
That's too bad. I really
My wife.
Very nice.
All right. Nice one.
So
Number
let's
2.
get to my second one.
Here's your clip. Or any setup or just play?
Another movie, and I'm not going to tell you anything about this because you might get it just from the audio.
All right, here we go.
What did I do that was so terrible? I guess I shouldn't have said that thing about the cabinet in front of Tugwell, but since when does anybody care what I have to say? Those things just pop out of my mouth, and the moment they do, I feel like...
Like you got caught. Jambes en l'air.
No. Well, do you always just say whatever you think?
You're blushing.
Am not.
R2.
Am not.
R2, I can see it. Even in the dark.
Well, what can I tell you, Mank? Mary and Doris went to convent school.
Hedda!
That's a big clue right there.
Well, where's the gossip columnist around this
I don't know
when you need
what
one?
this is.
I hate shop talk. I never know what's going on.
This is that Mank thing. The Mank.
Yeah, they said it right there in the clip. I didn't edit it out. It's Mank, all about Herman Mankiewicz, who was the guy that they brought in. He was a writer in Hollywood, 30s and 40s, and he was brought in to do the screenplay for Citizen Kane and work with Orson Welles on it. And he's an alcoholic. He just like it says in that clip, he says whatever is on his mind, and that helps him and hurts him and kind of gets him into a battle with Meyer, one of the heads of MGM, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, Louis B. Meyer, and kind of also endears him a little bit to William Randolph Hearst, who he kind of ends up basing the screenplay of Citizen Kane on in not a favorable way. This is a David Fincher film. He's actually been wanting to. He wrote the script for this in the 90s, and so it's finally coming out. Actually, David Fincher's dad wrote the script in the 90s.
Oh, no way. That's cool.
And David Fincher wanted to release it or do it after the game, with Kevin Spacey in the Gary Oldman role, and Seyfried's role will be played by Jodie Foster, but it finally came out now. This is here's the thing to prepare for, and I think they do this because Citizen Kane is told in the same jumbled Pulp Fiction kind of jumping around from time to time kind of thing. This is also told in this kind of jumping from flashbacks to flash forwards to here to there, and once you're aware of it and once you're used to it, it makes perfect sense, and it doesn't get confusing. But
black and white, right? Isn't it black and white?
Black and white, totally black and white. And not just black and white, but oh my God, it feels like a movie from the 1940s. It's got that, like the style of the title cards and the way it introduces its actors and things like that. It's really good. Yeah, both of these are Golden Globe nominees, and so that's kind of where Tina and I are heading into watching stuff that is nominated. Thinking it might become Oscar as well.
Sure.
Oscar nominees as well.
Is he you're gonna see him get nominated again, do you think, for Best Actor?
I could easily see Gary Oldman get nominated for this. Gary Oldman, Amanda Seyfried, Charles Dance as William Randolph Hearst, so Tywin Lannister, kind of just as maybe a little bit less evil than Tywin Lannister, but he's still really, really good. It's excellent, and it's one that, because of the jumping around that it does, it's probably another one where you got to close the iPad and just watch it and not get distracted by anything.
All right. Well, there you go. High recommendation for Mank.
Yes. Now I'll throw in a really quick meh commendation. Because of its Golden Globe nomination, we also watched Ratched, which is the story of Nurse Ratched. Before
How did that get nominated?
Exactly. How? It shouldn't.
Seriously.
Yeah, it feels like one of the bad seasons of American Horror Story. So if you haven't seen it yet, you probably don't need to. Don't watch it just based on its nomination. I'll just say that.
Yeah. All right. I thought about poking into there, but I'm not going to now.
Just watch American Horror Story. I'm sure you're not caught up like me.
Find one of the good seasons and watch one of the good seasons of American Horror Story.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right. Those are my recommendations.
Well done. Here's my first one. It's a movie. It's on Netflix. Here it is.
I'm fluent in Latin and Greek, of course. And beyond those, I have an intimate knowledge of the Romance tongues. Italian, French, Spanish, Catalan, and to a lesser degree Portuguese, Vaudois, Provençal, and other dialects. In the Teutonic branch, I am familiar with the German, Dutch, Danish, and Flemish. I've specialized in Anglo-Saxon and Meso-Gothic, and have prepared works for publication on both these languages. I also have a useful knowledge of Russian. I have sufficient knowledge of Hebrew and Syriac to read at sight the Old Testament and the Peshitta, and to a lesser degree, Aramaic, Arabic, Coptic, and Phoenician, to the point where it was left by Gesenius. Forgive me rattling on. I'm sure you have questions.
All right. Any ideas?
I hear a little Irish or
Scottish
in there. Scottish. It's the Billy Connolly story. I don't know what that is.
Finally, the Billy Connolly story can be told. All right. This is called.
I don't know, but my brain hurts just listening to all that.
that was your boy Mel Gibson.
Oh wow! Okay.
He is in a newish film called The Professor and the Madman. Actually, came out in 2019, technically. This is a co-star Sean Penn. And it's a movie about, it's basically a biographical drama that is all about the guy who started the Oxford Dictionary. And
oh, wow.
how he
Okay,
got
that's
it
cool.
done, and how he got it done with the help of a guy who was like just mentally ill to the 10th degree, played by Sean Penn. Was in jail or in prison for killing a dude. There's a whole sub-story with the wife of the dude that was killed. She's played by Natalie Dormer, who's awesome in this.
Speaking of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I really liked it. I like period piece films. I like biographical, historical movies. This isn't, action-packed and, full of, nonstop, witty, pithy, whatever. It's a very, plays it very straight. But I like movies like this. And this really scratched that itch for me. I liked it a lot and would highly recommend it. It's called The Professor and the Madman, and it's available on Netflix.
Netflix. All right, cool.
I thought Mel Gibson was really good in it. And so this is a film's made by Farhad Safina. I'm not sure who that is. Sometimes goes under the name P.B. Sherman or Sharon. Anyway, super interesting stuff. It was shot in Dublin a long time ago in 2016. But there was this big legal battle between Gibson, the director, Voltage Pictures, a bunch of people. Ended up delaying the release until 2019. And by the end of that, there was like some, I don't know if it was disowning, but basically the director and Mel Gibson were so pissed they just didn't want anything to do with it, which I find so weird because it's really good. It's very well made. I loved it. So anyway.
Oh, that's why the
egos.
Yeah,
Safina, he basically didn't want to be recognized for directing or co-writing the film, so he took the pseudonym P.B. Shimron.
Yeah, that must be why he used it.
Yeah. Wow.
So I don't know, like the movie, I can't tell what's wrong with it. If there's something wrong, I don't know what it is because it seems really well produced, made, directed, acted. Sean Penn's great in it, like he is in everything. I thought it was just awesome. So
it's funny because the legal issues seem even really vague. Among other things, it was alleged that Voltage Pictures refused to schedule a critical 5 days of filming in Oxford, and that the director was denied Final Cut privileges, and that's what the legal battle was for. But apparently, it just really
must have spiraled or done something
really
weird.
Exactly, yeah.
And maybe
Jeez.
Mel Gibson was a pain in the ass. I don't know. He may have been.
What? Him? Come on.
Who knows?
Ever?
I really like him when he's acting. He's such an a-hole in real life. But
if only we could carbon freeze him between roles and just thaw him out whenever he needs to act.
Yeah,
and then...
I think that'd be great. But he's so compelling in this role. I thought he was great. And that accent is, is pulled right out of freaking Braveheart. It's like the same accent, but anyway, that's number one. Number two is this one. It's also on Netflix, and it's one I meant to see back when it came out in 2016. I didn't, so I watched it here. Here you go.
Hey, this is David.
Bro, you want to hear something totally up?
Merry Christmas, Efren.
It's Christmas?
That's why nobody's here. I was about to fire the entire office. Anyway, when I was over there, I was talking to our boy, Bashkim. Did you know his uncle
Works at the Albanian Defense Ministry?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, he does.
So I said, it'd be interesting to me, Bashkim. I'd be curious to know what Henry is paying the Albanians for the AK ammo. Efren.
Do you know what he found out?
That motherfucker is paying 2.5 cents a round.
Okay.
Is that War Dogs?
It's War Dogs.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill, yeah.
Jonah Hill and Todd Phillips. Or no, I'm sorry. Miles Teller is his name.
Miles Teller. Drum faster.
Yeah, that guy. Steve Lance is also in this. There's also I wouldn't call it a cameo. It's bigger than that, but it's a very small role with Rocket Raccoon. I can't think of his name.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper is in there. Plays a real psycho. Oh, wow. Anyway, it's all about it's based on a true story of these two 20-somethings who grew up together, who end up going to business together to sell arms to the U.S. government, and they have to kind of fake that they're big and that they're worthy of this contract and all this stuff. They end up traveling all over the world to make it happen and doing some really shady stuff to get it done. And I quite liked it. It's impossible to watch it, though, and not go, man, did you just take a Scorsese template and make your movie from the template? Like, the movie plays like Goodfellas. It's narrated by the Miles Teller character, in the way that you would watch Goodfellas and hear it narrated by what's his name. And it kind of jumps between scenes with that narration. It's got that same kind of beat music that they use. It's all very, very, very similar to like a Scorsese movie, Casino or Goodfellas or whatever. Now, aside from that, though, where that sort of just feels lifted, I think it's pretty good. There's moments that are funny. Most of it is just like, oh man, the freaking business of war is gnarly and gross, and I kind of hate that.
Wasn't there a John Cusack movie?
Similar, yeah. It was something
War.
Are you thinking of Lords of War?
Lords
of War, yeah.
Yes,
that was Nick Cage, wasn't it? Or what am I thinking of?
Was it? No.
I thought it was.
There was another one.
Cusack.
There is a Cusack one that is like that. That I think is
maybe I get confused.
It's not his Gross Point Blank character, but it's
Lords of War was Nick Cage.
Yeah, it was
Lord of War is Nick Cage, Jared Leto, a bunch of other guys. That's a very similar thing though. Like this one's interesting just because of the fact that it's based on a true story. They take some liberties, obviously, but I will say this: Jonah Hill is really good. That guy is great. Like he gets, what was he nominated for?
War Inc.
War Inc.
Wow.
I knew there was a Cusack movie.
Her yelling War Inc. is ruining her internet.
I know, exactly. War Inc. War Inc.
Yeah, War Inc. is the one you're thinking of. I'm sure all these movies share whatever, but I think Jonah Hill's amazing in this. That's the reason to see it. I think he's great in pretty much everything, but and he always plays such unlikable a-holes, right? Like that's kind of his thing. But he's really good at it.
I don't know. He was pretty great in that movie with the redhead.
Oh yeah, the redhead.
I recommended it. Manic, I think it was called.
Oh, the Netflix weird little miniseries.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I
really liked it.
So this is back when Jonah Hill was still like 300 pounds or something, and he's lost a lot of weight since then. There's something I really miss about his bravado as a big man. It's hard to explain. There's something about his acting when he's big that's different than when he's not big, and that's not great because he's healthier now, and that's where it should be. But anyway, I really liked it, and it's not. This is definitely kind of a it's a little hard edge. It's not. This isn't for the kids. This movie at all. But
you think?
Yeah, not at all. But it's interesting. Todd Phillips directed it. He's kind of an interesting director. Co-wrote it as well. So anyway, there's that. Those are mine. Nicole, we're to you now.
All right. So I don't know if this is a recommendal.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
But we watched it. Ava and I watched it. I'm going to give you the clip. It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
HBO has been pushing this. It just push. And so I was like, well, it looks like a kid's movie. Let's watch it, Ava. She cried.
Oh.
I'll say that.
Okay. All right.
She cried in it. Interesting. All right.
Yeah,
here it is.
it made her scared.
Oh, I see because I have to hit play. I have to see the name.
I figure you would.
It's is that okay? Well, we'll talk about it. Hang on. Here we go.
Sadly, I saw it too.
It's playing. Is it playing? Here we go.
Erica, you haven't ever wished a family would adopt you, have you? Nope. Anybody who'd choose me would be pretty unusual.
We'll take this one.
For the first time in my life, I'm being made to do something I don't want to do.
Now then, let's you and I get a few things straight. My name is Bella Yaga. I'm a witch.
Great.
All right. This is this is their first CGI movie from the studio.
Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli.
So I'm not familiar with Studio Ghibli. Is it Ghibli?
Ghibli.
I don't know.
I even went to their friggin' museum studio thing in Japan, and I still don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Oh, so this movie is 3D animation, and if you look at the comments, everybody's so disappointed in the 3D animation. Whatever. This is called Earwig and the Witch.
Yeah.
Earwig and the Angry Witch.
Yep, and the Angry
That's kind of what I thought when I started it. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
It's about a little girl named Earwig, but she doesn't know her name is Earwig because her mother, who is a witch, drops her off at an orphanage, and the orphanage renames her Erica Wig. And it's about the story of the little girl in the orphanage, and she gets adopted by another witch. It's just, and her adventures, and it's very fractured at times, and the storytelling isn't so good. And in fact, I got to the end, I'm like, that's it? Like, it was not a satisfying ending to me.
So that's interesting because they're famous for some incredible things like Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Ponyo, Spirited Away.
Yeah,
Amazing
exactly.
movies.
Delivery service. Yeah.
There's really
And there were
good stuff.
times where it just didn't make sense. I'm like, I don't understand is this just a coincidence? Is there more to the story? What's the deal with the mom? She just left the baby. We don't find out anything.
My problem is
about
the
that.
minute I see it, I go, was this made in 1993 before Toy Story? Like, it looks...
It does. Yeah, I mean, the CGI doesn't look like...
Looks bad.
It's not that good.
Yeah, it's not like 5 years ago CGI.
Yeah.
People are upset with it.
That was such a thing that worried me because I saw the trailer and I'm like, oh, well, I like Studio Ghibli. I like Miyazaki. And I guess his son did this. But this worried me so much. And
it has like a really, really bad rating. It's like 2 out of 10. Like, I didn't look. So Ava and I were watching this. She was kind of getting, because there's like weird music integration into it. Like, her mom's in a rock band. And I'm not going to tell you all of it.
So it really is Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
It kind of is a little bit. So there's a scene where the little girl is getting back at Bella Yaga and scared the crap out of Ava.
Oh, really? Okay.
She makes a voodoo doll and she puts arms on her head and on her butt. And it happens and Ava's like, what? She's screaming. I'm like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
No butt touching.
Well, no, the head's coming out of the woman's.
I know.
Or the arms coming out of the head, and I had to like fast forward, and we got to a better thing. And
that's so funny. I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, she cried because there was this sad thing," but no, it's this.
No, it was like crying because it was.
But that honestly sounds very Ghibli to me, because they're like that furniture barfing thing and Spirited Away, and like all their movies have something in it that's like, oh, what am I even looking at here? Like it's always this weird thing. So it sounds like it carries that on.
There's a lot of weirdness to it. I mean, it wasn't like I hated the movie. I just felt like very like it was short. I got shorted. Like. Tons of plot holes, didn't make sense. Like all of a sudden, mom's here. I'm like, what? And then the movie ends. So
weird.
And it just, it's okay.
All right.
But
so it's a semi-recommend.
Pushing it. They are really pushing this movie. So I'm like, we'll watch it. So it's like, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't.
There's
love
just
it.
such, and it's probably part of it is this, there's just such high hopes for another film from the studio, right? Like,
but see, no, I went into it not knowing.
No. I mean, that's probably got a lot of the hate.
Oh,
not yours, but
guaranteed.
Probably why a lot of people are disappointed in it.
Yeah.
Oh, guaranteed. Like if you go inside unseen and you have a decent, okay time, but you're not really sure, people who go in with like a love for Miyazaki's work are going to walk away pissed. They're going to be way more mad because they have expectations that have been met in the past, and this one just doesn't do it for people. It sounds like. Well, I'm not going to watch it because that'll bum me out.
I know. I'll go watch.
Everybody wanted
Howl's
it to be
Moving
2D.
Castle or Castle in the Sky or Totoro or something like that.
But I did watch Wendy's recommendation.
Oh yeah.
I always get it wrong. If and only, or
in and of itself.
Oh my god, I always get it wrong. It's a terrible title.
If and only if you watch this. Will you see an
It's
elephant?
such a terrible title.
It's an old saying though. It's a
But
thing
in and of itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just forget it each time. I Google if and only if. I don't know.
Yeah, that thing
So
was
Mark and I
awesome.
watched that. I'm crying. Mark's not moved at all.
Yeah. He's
a monster.
Yeah, he's a stone cold beast.
He's an
man.
unfeeling golem, is what he is.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it before the hype of it got out.
Yeah,
So.
that thing was rad.
It
Okay.
is.
Well done. This is fantastic. Now, all of these recommendals will end up on Nicole's little list she puts on Twitter. So if you want to follow her there, you can. Nicole Spag over there. And you, too, can keep up with what the hell we talked about today from Studio Ghibli and
Ghibli.
and the Angry Inch. Nicole,
I will still never remember that it's a soft G. I'll never remember it. I'll still call it Studio Ghibli.
I can't help it either. It's a problem with me.
Giblets.
Nicole, have a fantastic week. No more Mario parties for you. We'll see you later.
Bye.
All right, Brian, we've come to the point of the show where, as promised, we have a mashup procured and put together by TMS Mashups. I think he's in the chat today.
He is, yeah.
This is our accent specials that we're doing kind of in rapid succession this week, and we have the Canadian one, and I'm going to play it now. And I haven't heard it, so I have no idea what to expect. I'm guessing it's mostly Brian. He does a lot of Canadian on the show.
I know what to expect, and I still don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah, a lot of sorries, a lot of who knows. But find out with us as I hit play. As long as you're sorry, it's okay. You can go ahead and go.
You stole a 6-pack of Tuborg. You're going to the pokey, mister. Oh no, you hoser, you're not gonna have to. You're gonna have to get your headlights fixed, eh? Let's play a game called Beer Hunter.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna shake up a beer. Which one is it gonna be?
Oh, you hoser! You picked the wrong one again, hoser. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, there, buddy.
Oh, good day. Welcome to the Royal Ontario Museum, eh?
Yeah, come on in. You got leeches? Oh, we could totally use those, eh?
Oh, here, hold my toque. Let me count how many of these we got here, eh? Oh, you hoser, you brought in a lot, eh?
Get it together.
Hey, open the bay doors. We gotta take a whiz, eh?
Gotta take a piss. Gotta take a whiz, eh?
I drank too much Elsinore beer on the way up here, eh?
It's too much tang. You hoser, you drink all the tang.
Just pick a knothole and shove your money in there, eh? It'll be safe. We'll put your name on it, eh?
Yeah, don't worry about it. This is the oak bank.
Just carve your name. That'll be your pin. Just carve your name into the area right above the knothole and then put your money in there. And then when you want your money, you just come and get it, eh?
Yeah, look out. Hey, we're coming through, eh?
Get out of the way, hoser.
Get out of the way, hoser. We're coming through, eh? Oh, look at this, eh? This is pretty cool. Oh, I dropped it in the sink. Okay, well, anyway, we don't want to really freak you out or nothing or interfere with your other shows, so
we don't want to bum you out right around Halloween. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What's this all about anyway?
You're so
you don't
funny.
need that. We're not about that all up here.
Yeah.
Eh?
Sorry you took the bandwidth to download that app, see, but we don't need it up here, see?
Sorry
about that.
Oh, as you can imagine, the highlight of this light show for any child would be Santa at the end, you know?
There you go.
That's what it's all about. To see Santa.
We were real sorry not to see him.
Real sorry.
Sorry.
We had to go to Tim Hortons to calm our nerves.
Mike Hortons. And you're right.
Hit the brass rail, eh?
Oh, didn't go through your head though, eh? We've disproved something with physics, eh? Let's get a beer. We got a Kentucky Bill from Toronto, Canada, which makes no sense to me.
Kentucky Bill from Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
I love it. Sorry, I'm Kentucky Bill, eh? Want to go to Tim Hortons for some coffee and some Timbits?
People say, hey, you really from Kentucky? No, sorry, it's just a joke name.
Sorry.
Yeah, I use it for
what that's
Counter-Strike. Yeah, I use it in Fortnite occasionally, that's it.
I like to go up to Kentucky sometimes, sorry, but not there, eh?
Really focused in on old Tim Hortons and stuff. We got that every time.
Lots of Tim Hortons, but my God, so much, eh? Like, apparently it's, it is the go-to.
Yeah, we like to get, our Bob and Doug on. That's what we like. So
no mention of hockey or Mounties or anything like that.
Nope.
It's Tim Hortons, sorry, a boot, and a.
Yeah, no maple syrup.
Right.
You mentioned Mounties. What else they got in Canada?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Bieber or Mike Myers or any of those people.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, well done. We're going to now take our leave. Here's the deal, though. There will be a show tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, and there'll be a show. Wendy will be here. We'll have some fun, conversation, and all that stuff. So please come back then. But if you haven't yet...
Oh, we just got homework from Wendy. She wants us to watch the entire run of Bridgerton before
okay. Tonight. We have to do that tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah,
okay.
the entire run.
Okay, let's get in there. Get that done.
Every episode of Meet the Press, she wants us to get caught up on Meet the Press.
Oh, man, I'm really behind, man. In fact, I'm not sure I've ever seen a single Meet the Press episode. So
I just know it's one of the longest running times.
Yeah, we'll go all the way back to that guy in the 90s. What was his name? He was good. He died suddenly.
He's the guy that Dana Carvey would do the impression of.
No,
right?
that was the.
Oh no, that's the
PBS thing.
McNillair. No.
Yeah. What was the name of that guy? Anyway, he was great. NBC guy. Can't think of his name. Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow, be here. Patreon.com/TMS is how you can support the show. And as always, you can send us your emails to themorningstream@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter @morningstream. You can find me at Scott Johnson, Brian at Coverville. And the show is all its details, all its information, requesting songs, all of it are at frogpants.com/TMS. All right, let's get out of here, Brian. I need music, though.
I've got music for you, and maybe we're a day late on this one, but whatever, I don't care. Kate wrote in and said, I used to live in New Orleans and always felt like home to me. So, yes, I took a certain amount of issue with Scott's aversion to trombones, and even though he calls it a crap hole, my husband calls it the most magical crap hole in the world. If you're not aware, most of the Mardi Gras festivities have been canceled this year due to the pandemic. Not to be outdone, New Orleans decided instead to have the float builders make their houses into floats instead. They're calling it Yardi Gras.
Oh, my Lord.
Some of the more impressive setups can be found here. She gave me a link. Happy Mardi Gras, y'all. Signed, Kate.
I also heard they had to shut a bunch of stuff down, even in addition to that, because now they've got snow and ice on their streets for this week.
Oh, geez.
So I don't know how it went yesterday, but yeah, that was a thing.
The video, or like the news cutting to live shots of Mardi Gras, it was just empty. Yeah. Empty. Bourbon Street had nobody on it. So
sucks.
It's crazy. I did end up making king cake cupcakes last night, and they're delicious. And the great thing about king cake cupcakes is that they're both a breakfast cinnamon roll and they're a dessert. So
yep.
You can eat them all damn day long.
Yeah, that gift just keeps giving all day. Have it for every meal.
Yes.
Why not?
Every damn meal.
Yep.
Kate's request is a cover of Go to the Mardi Gras, originally by Professor Longhair, but she really likes the Cowboy Mouth cover of it. So let's play it. From their 2010 EP, Mardi Gras, here is Cowboy Mouth and Go to the Mardi Gras.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
You don't have your gravity belt on.
Nope.
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 I'm floating.